You need something to emphasize
You do.
when you're talking.
I agree.
Nothing does it like a spoon. A wooden spoon is the best.
Knife
though.
might be a little
I
aggressive.
go old school with a wooden spoon.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Ann,
And I'm Natalie.
and we're Stella's Table.
And today we're going to make simple summer appetizers.
Let's bake.
Today we're making goat and grape tartlets.
And for those, you're going to need some phyllo cups, a cup of sliced red grapes, the smaller the better, a splash of really good olive oil, a pinch or two of Stella's Table lemon garlic sea salt.
You'll also need 4 ounces of goat cheese, the zest of a lemon, and 2 tablespoons of Stella's Table lemon honey jelly.
I kicked Natalie to the curb and I'm back to help.
Okay, so we're going to start by roasting our grapes. So go ahead and put those in the bowl. And then we're going to give them just a generous toss with some really good olive oil. And to balance out the sweetness on the grapes, we're going to give just a really good pinch. Get some herbs in there when you do it. And then give that's good enough right there.
Okay.
And then give that a nice toss. We're going to put that right on a half sheet. You don't need to put any oil or spray or anything on this half sheet, and we're going to pop them right into about a preheated oven at about 375. So there you go. Make sure that you give them some space because you really want them each to get a little caramelized at the edges. You want these to be a little bit, definitely a little bit browned on the edges and caramelized and a little gummy almost, but not completely broken down. And that's going to take about 15 minutes.
Spaced enough?
Perfect. While our grapes are roasting, we're going to get the goat cheese and the lemon honey jelly filling started. So Amy, go ahead and put that in the bowl. You want to definitely start with some really room temperature goat cheese. It's going to be a lot creamier end product. We are going to put in, I like a really lemony goat cheese, so we're going to put all of that in. Go ahead, put all of that in.
Go for it.
And then we are using our lemon honey jelly. That's going to really help to loosen up the goat cheese and just give it the perfect lemony tart flavor. And then right on top of that, and it's fine just to get that all going in there, right on top of that, we're just going to give a tiny sprinkle because I really like a kind of a salty balance, or a little salty herby balance to all of the creaminess and sweetness that's going on in this filling. And so now I'm going to be quiet because that mixer is going to be loud. We're going to want to get that really going and get it really creamy. I'll hold that hold for you.
Thank you. How'd I do, Ann?
Amy, that is perfect.
Thank you.
The goat cheese filling is ready. Amy, help me fill up these cups.
Let's do it. I hope you trust me to do it.
I definitely do trust you to do it.
Okay, so we're putting what? About
We're putting
full,
about 2/3 full.
Okay. How's that? How am I looking, Ann?
Let's see. Let me see. Oh, perfect.
Okay.
And
That
look
one
at
has
this.
a little bit more,
look at
but,
this
you know.
beautiful consistency. This goat cheese could not have come out more
I think I did a pretty good
perfectly.
job whipping that
really
up,
good.
huh?
Really good.
Do I get an A+ for
You
my?
definitely do. I'm going to pop these little guys in the oven at 375 for about 15 minutes just to let this cheese set a little bit. Out of the oven, these guys are ready for their roasted grape topping. So I like to get at least a perfect little half of grape right on top. And then also, there you go, Amy.
Thank you.
And then I also get one of the kind of more caramelized ones on the side. I'm pretty particular. I like a good aesthetic on the food that I present. And that's it.
So pretty. No, you put
Little.
3. Can I do 3?
You absolutely may.
Thank you.
We're gonna have
I just
plenty
wanted
of
to make
grapes.
sure that I was not doing anything wrong.
So if we did the right measurements, we should have just enough grapes to top each one of those. And then again, I like to give this a tiny sprinkle of our lemon garlic sea salt, just to balance out the sweetness of these caramelized grapes. And I like to finish these with just a tiny sprinkle of our lemon garlic sea salt. Just the tiniest bit of savory saltiness on top of those sweet roasted grapes.
These recipes pair perfectly with cocktails. Click here for 2 of our favorites. Next, we're going to make our fancy fig tartlets.
And for those you'll need our phyllo shells, about 4 ounces of a tart soft cheese. So we're using Cambozola today, but you can use either a brie or a blue cheese or another cheese of your liking. And then of course we have our fig jam, our Stella's Table fig jam, and you're going to need about a 1/4 cup of that.
You're also going to need 2 teaspoons of unsalted butter, a 1/2 cup of finely chopped pecans, and some white salt for seasoning.
Okay, so our pan is heating up. I'm going to take the butter and put it in the pan and let it get nice and hot and bubbly. Oh, nicely heated. I'm going to get that really melty. I'm even going to let that brown a little bit because a little bit of brown butter on these pecans is going to make the nutty flavor come out even more. That's going to take a minute. When it gets to about this spot, see all of those great brown bits? That's when you want to throw in your pecans. So we're essentially just toasting these pecans. So the best part about this is when you can really smell that brown butter at heating up these pecans. It smells so nutty and caramelized, it's just amazing. And I'm going to say that these guys are just about done when they start to look a little bit dry. Yeah, looks good, looks good. Let's sprinkle a little bit of essential salt on there. Just a little bit to offset some of that caramelized goodness. Oh, listen to that sizzle. Natalie and I are now slicing our gorgonzola into about 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch pieces and just placing those right into the cups. I really like to use a cambazola because it's got the flavor of the blue cheese with the creaminess of a brie. We're going to take these and pop them into a warm preheated oven at about 350 for just about 5 minutes. Okay, so we've already started assembling. We're just doing a nice generous dollop of our fig jam right on top of the cheese and then a good sprinkle of our brown butter pecan crumble. And already you can just smell those flavors starting to meld. This is going to be amazing.
Smells wonderful, yes.
And then while Natalie, oh, we both have to do that, huh? Okay, I got to keep up on my job, and then there's going to be one last little touch of magic, a little fairy dust on the top of the pecans, and that is an ever so slight sprinkle of some wonderful essential salt. And after you've got a little sprinkle of salt on each one, plate them, and they're ready to go.
Let's dig in.
I can't wait for you guys to try these. This one is my favorite. With the
I'm gonna go with the
cambazola
one.
and the fig. Oh.
I'm going to do both.
I'm gonna go with the one that matches my
Are we actually
blouse
eating? We're
or my
allowed to
shirt.
eat. We're actually eating.
Absolutely. Whole bite.
They are called 2 bites for a reason. You don't have to put the whole thing in your mouth at once.
I got every single flavor.
Wow.
Those roasted grapes.
So good.
Such
The
a
fig,
clever idea.
The butter pecan and the cheese, that cambazola.
It's like a little teeny tiny cheesecake.
I have to try this one now too.
Mom's favorite cheese.
Yeah. These are so good.
I'm glad you guys like
And they're
them.
fast and easy too. I mean, this is going to make people think you worked your butt off. You really didn't.
They're very impressive, for sure. Yum.
This could be dessert.
Definitely. Oh, it could be on a cheese plate.
Really great. All right. Well, Anne, thank you so much for being here today.
You guys, thank me so much. Thank you so much. Thank me. Thank you so much for having me. This has been great.
We can't
Really
wait to have
has.
you back. It will be often and always.
All right.
Find the link for this recipe in the description below and on our website at stellastable.com.
We're making.
All you do is let's cook again.
Let's bake.
You're not counting us in? Okay. So now we're going to roast some grapes for the goat and grapes tartlet. We're going to put our.
In the red.
No,
what you're
sorry.
making. You have to say what
Oh,
we're
duh.
making.
Oh, sorry. Did we say 2 though?
Okay.
Where's
Good
my
day.
drink?
Hey, how'd you like it?
It was fun. I didn't know
You're
it,
a
but
natural, dude.
I'm a star.